I'm not here to tell you about the Bahamas' famous beaches or those pig-filled Instagram posts. I'm here to take you off the beaten path into its forgotten history, unusual records, and curious facts that even some locals might not know. No recycled travel clichés, just the good stuff. So, buckle up for a very different kind of island tour. Ready? Let's go. Fact 1. The first inhabitants. The Lucayan Taino people. Long before luxury resorts and cruise ships defined the Bahamas, these islands were home to the Lucayans, a branch of the Taino Indians. Skilled navigators and fishermen, they arrived by canoe from neighboring lands like Cuba, Hispaniola, and Puerto Rico, settling across the archipelago's countless cays. They lived in harmony with the turquoise waters, harvesting conch, cultivating cassava, and crafting tools from bone and shell. This peaceful way of life ended abruptly after Christopher Columbus set foot on Bahamian shores in 1492. Within a generation, the Lucayans were enslaved or relocated by European colonizers, their population erased by disease, forced labor, and displacement. By the year 1520, not a single Lucayan remained. Today, their memory survives only in artifacts, oral histories, and the place names scattered across these islands. A quiet reminder of a culture lost to time, yet deeply woven into Bahamian identity. Fact 2. Hollywood's tropical backdrop. The Bahamas isn't just a vacationer's paradise. It's also a favorite set for some of Hollywood's biggest blockbusters. With impossibly clear waters, dazzling coral reefs, and powder white beaches, the islands have doubled as exotic hideaways, villain lairs, and treasure-filled coves. Scenes from James Bond classics like Thunderball and Casino Royale were filmed here, as well as swashbuckling moments in Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. Directors love the natural light and vibrant colours, while actors, well, they probably don't mind the view. The Bahamian government actively promotes the islands as a filming location, offering permits and logistical support to production teams. This means that as you sip a cold Calic beer on a sunny afternoon, you might be standing exactly where a secret agent or a pirate once delivered an iconic line, proof that in the Bahamas, even the beaches have star power. Fact 3. Smaller than Connecticut. Though the Bahamas is made up of more than 700 islands and cays, its total land area is surprisingly compact, smaller than the US state of Connecticut. Spread across just over 5,300 square miles, the nation's landmass is modest, but its reach is vast. The real treasure lies in its maritime territory, which spans over 100,000 square miles of the clearest, most striking ocean on Earth. This huge marine expanse shelters world-class dive sites, vibrant coral gardens, and marine life found nowhere else. The geography also means that traveling between islands often requires hopping on boats or small planes, adding a sense of adventure to even the simplest journey. Missing in the company.
Games they make for us, not to make. And we call the ain't no for them to the cup figure. It is so. Get that think for them. Some keep them things up. This is we get the faras and the thing. That's not how to get fatter.
Yeah, that's nej, det er ikke mere, der skal til bare. Så sejt han zippen. I får tage os for dem. Låne. Was anyone?
No, it's that.
Is what he. But it's the guani. But they're in the clear and the one her mind. What you could do for. Wolfund. For the. I already into it. They managed to measure there with me. The touch that came the gimpon, but eventually the option of case C. Something different. But she said that if you feel in some it's oh, van in errands. That's time. The suppose and dance. I know what's with snapping up in the freaking gums over labor. So the line word for for utilize water and box we work this all one touch. Wait. We like their point. We work at Simmons. In the years or names and the reasons and in the line fuck there was Minson night. What be when certain men fat arm come up with on it and his men play for one of them down what my own things but so play in the need word played with yet. All these important what that no I'm one walking proven I get options there. But then this is missing a shirt blade. What at a tag game in yeah. Opening was up. And you know this is the day you spray lemon hair green the guigo carry wheeler. Oh, it's right sense one. Make you like this the next then. I love strict that middle yard. And now the over there send along to one of the same email. By the way, is that episode thing being rewind who when I was is probably that and lotion. He wasn't in the finnery. Fortunately, we saw injury and wait. We are it's from hey it's been restricted set medium rare tiled and runs gate go Tooth much with it, feed some pulled back and from green. Never made up. Would you look at? Remember me? This is also in live streaming. Look, enough stage like slip you. And you explain yeah, for the dusty just comes to make you can complete to get check for them being done in the top. Sure, I don't know. Scally and Garmu this model and important elections. Some map with some other like to see and just I am with it. It's separately for anything not on. It's not even know what I want. Valley. Some lunch that day. Lots of familiar. Well, like ways and limbs are curtains. They are that they are and Williams and watch that air wall meaning the of quality like one to post meeting nothing realized trying and at national sunny making other it was a heading and down with 90 tiles and oh here it's exertion having to be both means giving a long I will fall like the like it's like all come back to the I can put an area here that you do my gush leo on keeping goes tap the flame and jigs company my voice and reviewing with this maybe might be small but the surrounding horizon seems infinite constant reminder size on paper rarely tells the full story.
4. Junkanoo, the world's biggest Boxing Day celebration. In the Bahamas, December 26 is anything but a quiet post-Christmas recovery day. Instead, the streets come alive with Junkanoo, the nation's most vibrant and beloved festival. From the early hours, costumed dancers in brilliantly feathered and beaded outfits parade through Nassau and other islands, moving to the hypnotic rhythm of goatskin drums, brass horns, and the unmistakable clang of cowbells. The energy is electric, the colors blinding, and the atmosphere pure joy. Crowds cheer, dance, and sing as the procession winds through the streets in a dazzling display that feels part carnival, part Mardi Gras, but with a heartbeat that... Fact 5. Who owns the Bahamas? Despite common misconceptions, the Bahamas is not a US territory. It's a fully independent nation with its own government, culture, and identity. For 325 years, it was under British colonial rule, serving as a strategic maritime hub in the Atlantic. On July 10, 1973, the Bahamas gained independence, marking the day with vibrant celebrations and a newfound voice on the world stage. That same year, it joined the United Nations, affirming its sovereignty and place among global nations. Today, while it remains a member of the Commonwealth, with the British monarch as a ceremonial head of state, all decisions are made by its own elected leaders. The country maintains strong ties with both the UK and the US, but make no mistake, those turquoise waters, sun-drenched beaches, and proud traditions belong to the Bahamas alone. Fact 6. The day it snowed in the Bahamas. Snow in the Bahamas sounds like the stuff of tropical legend, but it really happened. On January 17, 1977, an extraordinary cold front swept down from southern Florida, carrying frigid air over the warm Atlantic. As it reached Grand Bahama Island, residents of Freeport looked up to see delicate white snowflakes drifting from the sky. They melted almost instantly on the palm fronds and sandy ground, but the sight was unforgettable. For most Bahamians, it was the first, and likely the last, time they would witness snow in their homeland. The moment was so unusual that it made headlines around the world, joining the shortlist of rare weather events in the Caribbean. Even decades later, locals still recount that morning with a mix of disbelief and pride, as if the islands themselves wanted to prove they could surprise just about anyone. Fact 7. A mountaintop at just 207 feet. The Bahamas is famously flat, with its highest natural point, charmingly called Mount Alvernia on Cat Island, rising only 207 feet above sea level. This modest peak is less a towering mountain and more a gentle hill, yet it holds a special place in Bahamian identity. The summit is crowned by the Hermitage, a small stone monastery hand-built in the early 1900s by a Catholic priest named Father Jerome. Standing there, you get sweeping views of the island's lush greenery and the endless blue horizon. The nation's low elevation is due to its geological origins, ancient coral reefs uplifted. Fact 8. One of the few countries with "the" in its name. The official title of the nation is the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, and that little word "the" is more than just a flourish. It's part of the legal name. This distinction places the Bahamas among only 11 countries worldwide that formally include "the" at the beginning, alongside places like the Gambia and the Netherlands. The usage stems from colonial-era English, when territories were often described collectively, as in the islands of the Bahamas. Over time, the phrasing became official, reflecting the archipelago's identity as a unified nation made up of many islands and keys. For Bahamians, it's a small but important point of pride and correctness. Dropping the is like leaving out part of the country's name. So, the next time you talk about these sun-kissed shores, remember, it's not just Bahamas, it's the Bahamas. Fact 9. No sales or income tax. One of the most surprising aspects of life in the Bahamas is the complete absence of personal income tax and sales tax. Whether you're earning a salary or buying your morning coffee, the government won't take a cut directly from your paycheck or your purchase. Instead, revenue comes primarily from import duties, which means goods, especially those brought in from abroad, can be more expensive. Tourism is another major pillar of the economy, with millions of visitors each year contributing through hotel stays, excursions, and services. This tax structure has made the Bahamas an attractive location for foreign investors, retirees, and entrepreneurs, though it also means the nation depends heavily on a steady flow of tourists. For residents, it's a unique balance. While living costs can be high, there's something undeniably satisfying about taking home your full paycheck without the government skimming a percentage off the top. Fact 10. Olympic glory in track and field. For a nation of just over 385,000 people, the Bahamas has an Olympic track record that rivals much larger countries. Since first competing in the Games, the nation has brought home 14 medals, earned entirely in athletics and sailing. Sprint legends like Pauline Davis-Thompson, Tonique Williams-Darling, and Shawnee Miller-Uibo have lit up the track with gold medal performances, putting the islands firmly on the global sports map. On a per capita basis, the Bahamas' medal count ranks among the highest in the world. Fact 11. Coconut sculptures, art from nature. In the Bahamas, even the humble coconut becomes a canvas for creativity. Local artisans transform the tough husk and shell into intricate sculptures of sea turtles, dolphins, birds, and other island-inspired figures. These pieces are often polished to a warm sheen, sometimes painted in vibrant colors, and sold in markets from Nassau to the Out Islands. The craft has deep cultural roots, reflecting the Bahamian tradition of making art from the natural materials at hand. For visitors, these sculptures are more than souvenirs. They're small works of art that capture the island's spirit, easy to pack, yet rich with meaning. Buying one not only preserves a memory of your trip, but also supports local craftspeople who keep this unique tradition alive. In a place where the ocean's beauty inspires daily life, even a coconut can tell a story of the Bahamas. Fact 12. Famous Bahamians who made their mark. The Bahamas has produced an impressive lineup of talent whose influence reaches far beyond its shores. Sir Sidney Poitier, born in Miami to Bahamian parents and raised on Cat Island, became the first black actor to win Academy Award for Best Actor, later serving as the Bahamas ambassador. In sports, NBA stars like Mychal Thompson, Buddy Hield, and DeAndre Ayton have taken Bahamian basketball to the global stage, with Thompson even winning 2 championships with the Los Angeles Lakers. Track and field greats such as Pauline Davis-Thompson and Shawnee Miller-Uibo have brought Olympic gold home, inspiring future generations. Music and arts thrive too, with singer Angelique Sabrina blending pop and island rhythms, and artist Jamal Roll, nicknamed the Celebrity Artist, creating portraits of world-famous figures. These individuals embody Bahamian pride, proving that this island nation's talent shines brightly across the world. Fact 13. Bahamian Ingenuity, Island Inventions. The Bahamas may be better known for its beaches than its blueprints, but the islands have a quiet history of inventive minds. In 1927, H.C. Christie patented a unique apparatus for cultivating artificial sponges, innovative, though it meant his products could no longer be sold as natural. A decade later, Norton Albury Turtle of New Providence designed rotating window sashes, improving ventilation in tropical homes. Then came Vincent Richardson Purpole from Eleuthera, who in 1948 patented both a pineapple slicer and a pineapple corer, tools perfectly suited to the island's juicy export. In 1956, Marie Talbot added a touch of charm by creating souvenir containers filled with liquid and miniature underwater scenes, much like a tropical snow globe. These inventions, practical or playful, reflect the Bahamian knack for turning local needs and island beauty into clever creations that stand the test of time. Fact 14. Iconic flavors of Bahamian cuisine. Bahamian food is a delicious reflection of the island's culture. Fresh, vibrant, and full of personality. At its heart is conch, a large sea snail served in countless ways, tenderized and fried into cracked conch, diced into zesty conch salad with lime and peppers, or deep fried into golden conch fritters. Seafood dominates the menu, from grilled lobster tails to snapper and grouper, often paired with peas and rice. A flavorful mix of pigeon peas, rice, tomatoes and spices. Side dishes like baked macaroni and cheese, johnny cake, and fried plantains add comfort and richness. For dessert, locals love guava duff, a sweet, rolled pastry with guava filling, drenched in buttery rum sauce. Wash it all down with a cold calic beer, or a fruity Bahama Mama cocktail, and you'll understand why Bahamian cuisine is as much a part of the island experience as the beaches themselves. Fact 15. Living and settling in the Bahamas. Life in the Bahamas is a blend of relaxed island charm and modern amenities, but settling here requires some planning. Foreigners can stay long-term by obtaining residency permits. Options range from annual permits to permanent residency, often tied to property investment. Buying a home worth at least $250,000 Bahamian dollars, about the same in US dollars, can speed up the process, while investments over $750,000 can offer accelerated consideration. Popular places to settle include Nassau on New Providence for its city conveniences, Paradise Island for luxury living, and Exuma for a quieter, nature-focused lifestyle. Living costs are high due to imported goods. A gallon of milk may cost 6 to 8 Bahamian dollars, and a simple restaurant meal can run 15 to 20. Domestic flights between islands often range from $100 to $200, while ferries are cheaper but slower. In return, residents enjoy warm weather year-round, a vibrant culture, and the unmatched beauty of turquoise waters just steps from home. And that wraps up our journey through the fascinating world of the Bahamas. From its rich history and cultural treasures to its breathtaking natural wonders, this island nation truly has something for everyone. If you enjoyed discovering these facts, make sure to give this video a like. It really helps the channel grow. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss our next adventure. And drop a comment below sharing your favorite Bahamian fact. Your support keeps Andy Explores the World sailing to even more incredible destinations.